Hey guys, it's Viewmasters Reactions, and we're back with Season 3, Episode 6 of Yellowjackets. Last we got Did Ty Do That? The adult side. Last scene we saw was Ty talking to Van. She was remembering what she said to her son. That was weird how that all went down, because we've seen circumstances and scenarios before where Ty is talking to her son, and what she's imagining is happening isn't actually happening the way it's going down. It seemed like everything was the way it was. Like it seemed like everybody else was seeing what we were seeing. The kid, Sammy, was clearly acting afraid as hell, which I don't blame him, because his mom turns into a dirt-eating tree dweller sometimes. But at the very end of the episode, Ty was like, yo, Van, we need to get out of here. You want to go away? We need to get away. I need to be away from this house. And that was, I think, the last thing we saw with the adult side of things. There was also us going to Lottie's. Walter was there, and Misty was there, and Misty was all sorts of pissed off, which I don't blame her, because Walter teamed up with Shauna, of all people. But then we had Lottie's dad walk in. That was one of the most interesting moments. I was talking to people about that, and one of the theories I heard, people were saying that if you really pay attention to what Lottie's dad's saying, it almost seems like he was saying something about paying off somebody for crashing the plane, in so many words. I honestly didn't go back after I heard that and really zone in on that specifically, but it was definitely a very bizarre, weird conversation. And Lottie's dad has tons of money, and we already know that it was his private jet, so it is very possible that he created the accident for whatever reason. Maybe it wasn't intentionally supposed to last as long as it did, because we know Misty destroyed the box where they were supposed to be found. But besides all that, the way the episode ended, Coach Ben got almost shot in the head. Akilah had a vision. We had Lottie and Travis and Akilah. I like that dynamic, but unreliable as far as relying on the wilderness to guide the way. I mean, in this circumstance, it definitely helped us, because Coach Ben was about to get shot in the head. Akilah had a vision that the coach is the bridge for them to get home. And at the last second, they dive in the way. They stopped Ty's alter ego from shooting him, which would have been right to the head. And they're like, we got to keep him alive. I'm like, holy crap, Ben is alive. Then we get Shauna and Melissa, probably the two biggest nutcases of the entire group, to come in. I thought they were going in the night and doing it on their own accord. But then they have Melissa slice his Achilles tendon on the one good leg he has left. They leave him to bleed out, and we go back to camp, and everybody is there, and Natalie's like, well, you don't have to be happy about it, aka they all planned for that. They were okay with it. Whether they were okay with it or not, they let it happen. They were like, Shauna, you are the nutcase. You and Melissa go do this, because none of us want to do it, and we know that you're going to get off on it. And then they hold hands in front of everybody to show we're a friggin' couple. We're a power couple. And they walk into the tent, and Melissa gives a little look on her way in. So they are freaking nuts, and they're going to become a problem. I still feel like Melissa is alive, and that's why we keep having these visions. We still haven't seen Hillary Swank, and I'm jumping in. If you want to see more of what I do, in the description is the link for Patreon, where you'll see every episode of Yellowjackets in full, unedited. You want your own requested show or movie, go to the link, ask me to watch whatever you want at a certain tier level, and I will do so. That is how we have thousands of exclusives like Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest. Just finished Eureka and Cobra Kai's final seasons. We're doing Outer Banks, Pushing Daisies, Good Omens, Once Upon a Time. Just started Leverage, Schitt's Creek, and Warehouse 13. Thousands of other movies and shows full unedited. Check it out. If not, Season 3, Episode 6, Yellowjackets. It's playing in her head again, but is it playing in her head again because it was in the bathroom?
Shauna.
Oh, fuck, Jeff. You don't know.
Oh, he doesn't know Lottie died?
The cops say it was an accident, but come on.
Oh my God,
Someone left this for you. Maybe whoever sent it had something to do with what happened to Lottie.
I did it. You know that?
He didn't. He's lying.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hi.
We both agree it's... I mean, who even uses DAT tapes anymore anyway?
Get dressed right now.
Van thought of something. What was that all about? You might want to say something. Definitely tell her about this.
That was Van.
We got a tape player.
I'm gonna find out what was on that tape.
Oh my God, they're literally gonna force him.
Try to relax, Russell, make it worse. This is
I mean, they're probably gonna...
I hope you're fucking sure about this.
They were all suited up.
Service here sucks.
He keeps up his humor. I've seen people bash their heads into walls and like kill themselves by like cracking their skulls.
Let's fucking listen to it.
Yes, let's listen to it.
But we stay out in the open where everybody can see if you try to murder me. Again.
Understandable. Look at the bear. Travis is like, you can't. The vision's
Why do you
safe.
have that knife?
For some reason, I feel like it isn't gonna happen. It's so close to his neck right now, he might just lean up into it. Holy shit!
I don't know, I just got here.
Arrest her!
It was the right thing to do. I'm sorry, but it's true. He was suffering.
Shut the fuck up. Shauna will lead us.
Bathe the shit out of that body. If they're gonna eat him, I would shave that
I want
beard.
to start with a joint.
You should try giving that a shot.
My best friend died at that compound.
But if you're determined to go down this path, start with your friends. Thaisa.
See, you can see some of the people.
You shouldn't have done it.
Some of the girls are still rational to a certain point. Is that the man? Who is what?
Hello.
What? Who are these people? What the frig? Did they get stranded here too? Or are they the rescue people?
What the fuck?
All right, everybody, that is it for episode 6 of season 3. So, I was gonna say, I'm like, they don't get rescued yet. There's still another winter to come. There is still a lot more girls that need to die because we already saw half of the girls that are still here. We have no idea where they are. I'm assuming they all died, being as Akila and Melissa and the girl whose name I don't know, that it might be the pit girl, and Mari. All of these girls are still alive. There's others too. I'm just not naming them all. But there are many, many people still alive that haven't died yet. Like I said, unless they went separate ways and hid in the tunnels and the rescue people came and they just left them and assumed they were dead. Because here's the thing, even if they split into groups and other people are still alive out there and chose to stay for whatever reason because of the wilderness or what have you, I feel like the girls would have at least in the adult version made a mention to that. They're like, nope, everyone's dead. We're the only ones. Like even in the car there, we listened to the DAT tape and they're like, everyone that knows about this is either dead or we know them because we're them. So I'm pretty sure the tape, if I'm not mistaken, it sounded to me like the tape that was being played was them screaming in the woods, like freaking out. Like, I don't know if it was that exact moment, but it was very similar. They were howling and like just the tape was just screaming. There were some words on it. We didn't really hear the whole thing as far as I know, but there was like screaming and like it sounded just like what was happening at the end there. What I didn't expect was for two people to walk up. But before we talk about that, what is that they scream and something screams back? This has happened several times. And the only explanation besides it being supernatural that I could think of is that there are like birds and stuff like that, where if you like yell at them, or I mean, I'm guessing there's probably other animals besides, but I've seen videos like almost like a parrot where you like talk to it and it repeats back what you're saying, like a parrot does, like it'll actually speak words. I've seen birds where if you like howl or scream, the bird will do it back, very similar to a parrot or something. So the only logical explanation, if we're not going into the supernatural realm, which I'm assuming it's supernatural or something, the only logical thing that is not supernatural is that it's another animal. But like, why is it always at these moments? It is always at night, so it could be like a bird or an animal that is always out at night. We're making fire all the time. Like it's always when things are lit up at night, I feel like it might have happened in the day too though, which doesn't really, it definitely happened in the day too. Cause I'm remembering a moment where Ty and Van were together and it happened. I don't know, but I feel like it's always when we're screaming or there is like some sort of event happening where like we're very loud and it gets loud back. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of it beyond supernatural craziness, because there's always that thing where it's like, is this a coincidence? As crazy as a coincidence it could be, is it a coincidence? I don't know. But now these two people roll up and I was like, oh my God, have these people been here forever? They're well dressed. It looks like they probably got stranded here too. And the second they saw Ben, they were like, holy shit, you saw the guy's reaction. I wanted them to see Ben to get a reaction, because I'm like, if they just thought that was normal, then they've probably been here a while, because the fact that he was like, holy shit, that means they aren't used to this kind of shit. And whether or not eating people is normal around here, I just feel like you would better understand the situation if you had been stranded there. I don't know where they came from and how they got there, but we also know that they didn't make it out, because we would have known that these people made it out. So now 2 adults walk onto the scene. They're probably going to think these girls are losing their mind, because they are. They're literally batshit crazy. At least half of them are. And they're probably going to be like, we're the adults. We have to run things. I wouldn't be surprised if we kill them, because they're going to probably try to, take control or question what we're doing here. There was a woman, it looked like, next to him that had dark hair. It looked like an older woman, though, so I don't think that's the pit girl. But I keep saying, unless somebody new comes on the scene with dark hair, the pit girl's still got to be Mari or that other girl whose name I still have no idea what it is. We never hear her speak. I've pointed her out several times through the season where I'm like, who is this girl? So I don't know, but I'm going to go edit this up. Great episode. Ben is finally dead. Sad for Ben. I mean, he wanted to die, and it was probably the best way to do it. But I'm just surprised, because I thought maybe Ben somehow was out there somewhere and ran away. But I mean, at the point of cutting his Achilles tendon and him just hunger striking and stinking up a storm, I was like, I don't know where else this could go at this point. So you want to see more of what I do? In the description is the link for Patreon, where you'll see every episode of Yellowjackets in full unedited. You want your own requested short movie, go to the link, ask me to watch whatever you want at a certain tier level, and I will do so. That is how we have thousands of exclusives like Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Just Finished Eureka and Cobra Kai's final seasons, Outer Banks, Pushing Daisies, Good Omens, Just Started, Leverage, Warehouse 13, Schitt's Creek, thousands of other movies and shows, full unedited. Check it out. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.